Hello, everybody, and welcome to the GLOBIS Stories podcast. I am your host, W. Tanner Kirk, and today I am joined by GLOBIS MBA alumni, Yasu. Yasu, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you. So we were just talking about this before we started rolling, but obviously we're sitting here in Tokyo, Japan, and the GLOBIS MBA school is based in Tokyo, Japan, but we have satellite campuses all over the world, and the majority of our listeners and viewers are members of our global audience and our global community. So typically I start off asking our guests where they grew up and why they came to Japan. But of course, you're from Yokohama, Japan.
Yeah, I'm from Yokohama.
What was it like growing up in Yokohama?
Well, I grew up in Yokohama up to my university student era. And I really enjoyed playing baseball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wanted to be a professional baseball player at
Oh,
the time.
okay.
Yeah.
What position did you play?
I was a kind of outfielder. Yeah, I admired Ichiro, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so much.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, Japanese baseball players have always been a big deal in the MLB as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Last week I watched the MLB game in New York.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
in
yeah.
New York last week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, Yokohama, is your family's from Yokohama?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my parents are still living in Yokohama.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. And for anyone that doesn't know, Yokohama is just south of Tokyo.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's very near.
A quick train ride away.
Yeah.
How did you learn English?
Well, I was like, I was working for the clothing company after the university.
Okay.
But just for the company was only for the domestic market in Japan. And I wasn't kind of not satisfied with on focusing only on the Japanese market, and then I wanted to be running English, so I studied abroad.
Okay.
Yeah, after that work.
Where did you go to study?
I studied abroad in Ireland.
In Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why
is
I hadn't got enough money to live in UK.
Okay.
So I wanted to go to UK, but
Right.
yeah, I chose Ireland.
Okay. Next best option.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you get to visit the UK while you were over there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, of course.
That was the ultimate goal, right?
Yeah.
So you studied abroad after you got your first degree in Japan?
Yeah.
Okay. So round about how old were you when you started studying English?
Yeah, I graduated university at the age of 22 and
Right.
then worked
Okay.
for the first company for 3 years, and then I studied abroad for 1 year in Ireland, so I was like 26.
Wow, so you're 26 when you started learning English.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you're a fluent speaker now.
Not really.
I mean, you're doing great. I think you speak way better English than I speak Japanese, to be honest. So I'm really curious because, of course, a lot of people that are listening have aspirations to move to Japan and work here, or anywhere around the world. And then obviously language learning is a huge part of that. And I think a lot of people too, the older we get, the more intimidated we are by language learning. So you started learning English when you were 26.
Yeah.
So I think for a lot of people, I mean, that's still quite young, but you definitely don't have that same ability to kind of absorb language like a sponge when you're much younger.
Yeah.
So, and of course, everybody that lives in Japan, the foreign community and obviously the Japanese community, there's a lot of talk about how it can be quite difficult to learn English for Japanese people, and it can be quite difficult to learn Japanese for English people because the languages are so different.
Yeah.
I think like the US government ranks Japanese as the #1 hardest language to learn for Native American English speakers at least. So I'm really curious, what was it like to move to Ireland? I'm assuming you had almost no English ability when you first moved to Ireland. Is that correct?
Yeah. So the bases were already established.
Right.
And
So what was that like?
Well, I studied in Ireland, and by going to the language school, and then after half year passed, I quit, and then I was backpacking in European countries, and also including some African countries, and then to absorb the kind of international cultures, and international kind of mentality, etc., for another half year. So that was really fresh experience for me.
Sure. So 6 months of language school, and then did you finish the program, or you decided?
Yeah, I finished the program, and I didn't choose the new one. So,
Okay.
yeah, then I just quit, and then, yeah, started traveling.
What was the decision to stop with language school and travel around Europe instead? Did you feel like you had acquired enough, or like what was the inspiration? That's a pretty huge
Oh, yeah,
move.
yeah. There are, I guess, two reasons. The first one is the money.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pay
Especially when you're
high
26.
tuition just for the language, and then the second reason is just to I wanted to absorb and then would like to know the foreign cultures anyway for my future career path. Yeah.
Right. Was there anything during language school or during your backpacking travels in Europe that you took away with you as far as learning languages? I think a lot of people, as I've lived in Japan for almost 10 years, so obviously I'm a part of the foreign community, especially in Tokyo. One of the common things that I hear people say is that we can be nervous to try to speak to Japanese people because we're afraid that we'll sound dumb or we'll mess up, and there's a lot of intimidation there. So do you have any like pieces of advice as far as, I mean, you went to 6 months of language school and then you traveled to Europe, so that's a pretty huge jump. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, during the backpacking period, I went to Germany, and in Germany I found a lot for my, the current position, current career, etc., etc. The German people, to me, was looking really kind of stiff. To me. But time to time, those people are getting, really used to, the people who are in front of them. So, time to time, I get used to the German language, German cultures, and vice versa. They are knowing me a lot, and then, if time takes, we are becoming friends.
Right.
So that was really similar to Japanese, I guess. So the first, the people making a barrier in front of them, but if we can break the barrier, we can be a really good friend. So that's the point for me, at the time.
Yeah.
Same thing will be happening for Japanese people and for foreign people. So that was a really big clue for me.
Yeah, I love that. I think like putting in the effort too, something I have to remind myself and friends or other people that I talk to, it's like you're not just gonna wake up one day and be able to speak fluent Japanese or English or whatever it is. You have to be the one that puts in the effort. And at least in my experience, like I've never once had somebody laugh at me for trying, or be rude to me. So I think even just putting the effort to speak the language wherever you are is enough to show that you're trying and people are willing to help.
Yeah.
I find. That's awesome. Is there a favorite country you visited while you were in Europe?
Yeah, first Germany. Yeah. And after coming back to Japan, I decided to work for the company who are dealing in a German brand, German products.
Okay.
So that's the reason why.
And you had said when you were traveling in Germany, did you make connections for your future career while you were in Germany?
Not really.
Okay.
At that time, I didn't actually, find a job there, but I got a kind of clue and and a kind of inspiration.
Okay. So you traveled abroad, you got inspired, you came back to Japan, and then when you came back to Japan, you got a job, obviously. I don't know how much you want to go into your current career, but you've been working at the same company for 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're currently CEO.
Oh, yes.
So can you give us a little bit of the backstory about your journey of joining that company and then climbing the ranks? I'm assuming you didn't get hired as CEO, so I would love to hear that story of growth in your career.
Yeah, I traveled while I was traveling European countries, and the final destination was Germany. And when I entered Germany, I found a lot of orthopedic shoemakers there.
Yeah.
And that's one of the only reasons why I chose that current company.
Interesting.
And which is really different from Japanese culture.
Right.
In Japanese market, as long as I know, there are a lot of stores selling shoes, but not many of them are dealing in orthopedic aspects, and just like they're selling shoes like fashion products. But in Germany, on the other hand, there are so many orthopedic shoemakers, craftsmen, that are making customization for one particular consumer, which was really, really big to me. So wow. The shoes itself is contributing to the social, goodness.
Right.
So that was really inspiring me. So that's the reason why I chose that company.
That's such an interesting thing to pick up on. It's not something that I've ever really thought of, the lack or the need of orthopedic shoes in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you came back to Japan, you found an orthopedic shoe company.
Yes, actually, I found a company who are distributing that orthopedic shoes for Japanese market.
Right.
Wow, I found it. So,
That's awesome. So what was your original position in the company?
Original position was, diverse. And I started as a import division, and then because I studied English, so someone believed maybe Yasu can do that or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were interfacing with foreign clients, I guess, obviously, right? And then working to import orthopedic shoes into Japan?
Yeah.
Interesting. And so now you're CEO. So I think, again, a lot of people listening have, and we are a business school, so a lot of people have aspirations to either grow their own business or climb the ranks in their current position. So how did you get from being a young kid passionate about importing orthopedic shoes to being the CEO of the company? By
doing that job, import from Germany to Japan, at the same time I learned a lot how to translate that foreign countries' products into Japan. There should be a kind of translation for any kind of direction, like marketing as well, and size conversion, for example, and the size run of the shoes, etc., etc. And then I grew up in that company, and by acquiring the marketing knowledge. So then I moved from import division to marketing division, and then after that, I moved back to Germany. Actually. To be a kind of special correspondent in between Japan and Germany. So, that at that time I had a kind of chance to acquire the kind of holistic image of the company.
Right.
How to deal with foreign company, foreign products, and to translate to Japan and collaborate together, etc., etc.
Right.
That was a kind of big step for being CEO.
Gotcha. So I think it might not be unique, but definitely a part of Japanese work culture in general. Typically, people stay at the same company and they move around internally, right?
Yeah.
And fill new positions within the same company. So was it your choice to move into marketing, or was that something that you were told to do at the time?
It was like already nearly 20 years ago, so I didn't remember that.
Okay. It happened though.
But,
and you took the opportunity.
But marketing was a kind of really big point, and Japanese culture is totally different from that in Germany and from any other country, so which is really exclusive. So and Japan has got a really unique culture of the footwear because of the tatami floor. So really I was interested in acquiring the marketing knowledge, how to translate. So that's the reason why.
Right. I guess I'm interested too. What was it like building the messaging to communicate to the Japanese market what orthopedic shoes are, or like why they're beneficial, or why you should be interested in orthopedic shoes. I think that's such an interesting challenge, kind of introducing a whole new product or like way of thinking of a product like shoes or footwear to a new market like that.
One of the biggest reasons why is Japan is super aging society right now, and it's still getting harder. So, but on the other hand, on the flip side, in Japan, still the shoes is sold as a part of fashion.
Right.
So there's a huge gap.
Right.
So I just would like to fill that gap to really contribute to the society. That was a really, really big motivation to me.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then speaking of that, when did you become CEO of your company?
2021.
2021. And so is that after you graduated GLOBIS?
Yes.
Okay. So one thing that I'm really interested in talking to you about is that GLOBIS is an MBA based in Japan, and we have a Japanese MBA program, and we have an English MBA program.
Yes.
And you decided to enroll in the English program.
Yes.
I'm assuming it would obviously probably be a bit easier for you to study in your native language.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm curious too, how did you find out about GLOBIS? And then what made you decide that it was time for an MBA after a pretty storied and successful career already? And then also why the English MBA instead of the Japanese MBA?
Yeah, from 2013 up to 2015, I was in Germany, and again studying, the orthopedic background of the shoes in Germany, and then came back, and then I wanted to do something I can upgrade myself. So then I decided to, enroll the GLOBIS to study MBA. For the first time I chose, I think, Japanese should be natural to me.
Sure.
Yeah, however, I just would like to update myself day by day. So then I chose English
Just
program.
just give yourself an extra challenge, keep your English
Exactly,
sharp. Nice. How did you find out about GLOBIS? Was it word of mouth? Did somebody tell you about it, or was it Google, or?
Yeah, at that time I found it through word of mouth or something.
Okay.
And then, at that time I was a marketing staff and a marketing director, so I was talking to the CEO at the time. I wanted to study something, and then can I spare my time for that study? And then he said, yes, you can do that. And
Nice. So it just kind of naturally fell into place.
Yeah.
What was it like joining the English MBA? Was it a shock at first, or was it more challenging than you expected, or?
Yeah, the atmosphere was really friendly, and but the surprising thing was really the classmates were really coming from the diverse background.
Right.
Not only from Japan, of course, the USA, Asia, and even Africa.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. Maybe that was really special to me. Especially, I studied abroad in European countries, but I seldom have had the experience communicating with the people from India, people from Asian countries. So that was really, fresh.
Yeah, that's a great point, I guess, as well, because the studying English is one aspect of it, but I'm assuming, obviously, if you're studying the Japanese MBA, almost all of your cohorts are going to be Japanese.
Yeah.
So you were exposed to, or you were able to work with a large variety of the global community. And then you've mentioned a lot with your career in the orthopedic shoes market. For you, a big part of it is contributing to society and bettering society. And I think that makes you a perfect fit. I'm sure it resonated with you, the GLOBIS curriculum. I think we have a quite unique curriculum for an MBA program because we're all about this Japanese concept of kokorozashi. And kokorozashi can mean a lot of things to different people. Everyone's kind of has their own unique way of explaining it. Yeah. So what does it mean to you?
Well, yeah, during the MBA period, yeah, of course, I learned a lot about the kokorozashi, and this is, of course, to pursue my personal mission. Yeah, but to pursue my personal mission, I have a kind of lack of, ability, such as, finance, of course, accounting, of course, and HR, of course. And then I had that kind of holistic view of running the company. What is pursue the personal mission.
Right.
So communicating with all the related people, not only those people, but also the kind of different community should be also involved.
Right.
Yeah, to make something new.
Right.
And yeah, MBA was really, GLOBIS MBA was really nice to have that, unique communication with the, people coming from the diverse background.
Yeah, so I mean, kokorozashi, I think it can be described as a personal mission, right?
Yeah.
And I think especially for people abroad, the concept of ikigai is really popular, like that Japanese philosophy of ikigai, which is kind of like a Venn diagram that comes together at the center. But I think kokorozashi is typically more professionally focused, so it's about finding a purpose in your career.
Yeah, that's the point. And when we are working for the one particular company, for example, then we should be going to the silo thinking, and then I love orthopedic shoes, and I wanted to have a social contribution. But the more I think that way, the more I got into the silo thinking.
Right.
So, but to break that silo thinking, the GLOBIS MBA was really contributing to myself.
That's awesome.
To break that barrier.
That's awesome.
Yeah, to connect something together.
Is there a particular moment in your studies during the MBA that you still think about, or that really inspired you to move forward with your kokorozashi?
Yes, of course. Now I'm working with a medical expert in Japan, and that was really, I'm working for the kind of footwear company, but footwear company is working with medical expert is, particularly in Tokyo, it's really unique. So, but this is my current challenge, but this is, inspired by the study at the GLOBIS University.
How did you meet the medical professional? Is that something that you sought out yourself to further the company, or?
Yeah, I had a kind of acquaintance in a medical experts field, and but actually collaboration with medical experts is really difficult in Japan because of the medical law, etc.
Yeah.
And I was trying to participate the medical forum to make some pitch in front of them, how we can contribute by utilizing our products for the people's health. And then also, the medical experts wanted to have the not a medical gear, but prevention things to directly or indirectly helping people's health.
Right.
But, those two different things are now coming together to make some actions.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's crazy. So you basically made a pitch deck and pitched a pitch deck to the medical community to get on board with that. That's awesome. So after graduating GLOBIS, you became CEO of the company. Did that feel like a natural progression? Did you feel like that was something that was already coming, or what was it like to become CEO?
Yeah. Fortunately, I was one and only person who could study GLOBIS MBA from our company. So I thought I will be a CEO near future. But actually, 2021, the company appointed me as a CEO.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Because of my holistic languages and holistic knowledges from GLOBIS MBA. So that was really contributing to me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm so happy. I mean, that's the whole point, right? When you go to get the MBA, it really is like this pointed effort from a personal perspective to improve yourself and grow. And it's awesome that the company recognized that. And I mean, it seems like you've done a lot to like grow the company as well, and you've really like innovated. And again, it's so funny from my perspective, the orthopedic shoe market is not something that I think about on a day-to-day basis, but I can see how important it is to the Japanese community, and having somebody with your perspective and your knowledge to make that happen is really special, I think. So yeah, nowadays you graduated in 2021.
2019.
Oh, 2019,
Graduate, yeah.
sorry, yeah. So you graduated in 2019 and then you were appointed as CEO in 2021.
Yes.
And you're still working for the same company.
Yes.
And then we were speaking briefly before we started rolling. More recently, you've kind of taken on a second position, kind of like a second job, is that right? Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I'm also belonging to the parent company of the current company, and I'm right now the executive officer of the parent company as well. Parent company is doing the all kinds of household goods, such as furniture, home appliances, and kitchenware. So including our footwear as well. So as a group.
Yeah.
So the group itself is dealing in whole kinds of lifestyle goods.
Right.
Yeah. So this is also matching me.
Gotcha. Is there an ergonomics factor to the furniture and things like that? So it's like orthopedic shoes, is there, or is it just general home goods?
General home goods, but for example, they are dealing in chairs as well. And so as you said, the ergonomic things is also there.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So being CEO isn't enough. You also have to keep growing the company.
I have a kind of broader aspects.
So now you have a new challenge to pursue.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome. So wrapping up, we always ask all of our guests the same question. It's a little corny, but I do feel that it has a lot of value, especially for people that are listening or watching out there who are looking to better themselves or further their career, just like you did. So if you could go back to any time in your life and give your younger self one piece of advice, either right before you moved to Ireland or while you were backpacking or even before that, it sounds like you're someone that's always been extremely driven, and you have goals, you know what you want, and you've managed to make them happen. So I would love to hear what your advice is.
Difficult. Yeah. I have two daughters right now, and the elder one is 6, and the younger one is 3.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Now the elder daughter is saying to me that, oh, you studied abroad in Germany, and my wife is actually studied abroad in UK.
Okay.
And I wanna be going to UK or Germany. Yeah. For my
6 years old.
She's
already ready.
Yeah. For my high school study or something like that. Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. And when you're interested in, do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's it. So I decided to study abroad. I was really curious about the international background to study and so on. And then I saved some money, and then I couldn't go to UK, but
right.
Yeah,
you made it happen anyway.
I went to Ireland anyway. So that was when you wanted to do it. Yeah, that's my kind of advice.
That's awesome, man. I love that. It reminds me, actually, I came to Japan for the first time when I was 19, I think.
Wow.
I'm 30 now, and when I graduated high school, I actually didn't go to college right away. I worked as a cook. But I always loved watching travel shows on TV, and I've always been really interested in Japan. I've always had a big passion for Japan.
Wow.
And it was a dream to go to Japan, but it felt like it was something I couldn't do. And I would talk to my mom about it all the time.
Wow.
And I saved up a bunch of money, and I was telling my mom, I remember I said, I wish I could go to Japan, and she said, you can go to Japan, like you can make it happen.
Wow.
So it's like following your gut is kind of like what my mom has always said to me. If you have this gut feeling that it's what you really want to do, you should pursue that. And I came just to visit, but I fell in love, and it actually inspired me to go to college. and now I'm
Wow.
here working at GLOBIS talking to you. So,
Wow, wow,
you know, I really love that advice.
Wow.
I think it's so important to like encourage your daughter like that. I think that's awesome.
Wow.
Well, Yasu, thank you so much for
Thank you very
coming
much,
onto the
Tanner.
podcast.
Thank
It
you
was a
very much,
great
Tanner.
conversation. Let's definitely stay in touch.
Yeah,
and I guess, is there any other like final pieces of advice or anything else you'd like to say, or?
Yeah, I said already.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. I love it. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. You can follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all your go-to podcast places. We're there. So until next time, see you guys later.